Let's look at what the image compare from BD Themes Element Pack add-on for Elementor does. And if you've ever worked with any image compare feature before, it does exactly the same. It is something that many people use on their sites to compare before and after. Search for image compare and then drag and drop. You choose your before image. I have this guy walking in the snow like a crazy man. And then this one here. I always think these images I do not associate with website developers and designers. It's very interesting. A lot of these extreme sports and action-packed photos that we often use on sites, I just know the people who are designing these websites are sitting the whole day inside their house, almost never seeing the sun. But anyway, this is what we do, right? Update. And you have to go look at it at the front end, I would recommend, because the slider is very difficult to use in the page builder. So here we are in the front end, drag it around, and you can see the before and after, and it does what you expect a before and after comparison image to do. Let's do another one, and then let's look at a few more features. Search for it again, Emoji Compare. And this time let's grab this one that's got like a texture effect overlay. And then what do we have here? Image size is full. Of course, that's going to depend on how large you are displaying this. And you can choose your title here for the labels. You see here is your before and after. You can change that. Additional, I like that. You can change it horizontal, vertical. We'll have a look at that soon. And then before image visibility, let's reduce this to 0.4. So you can have a look, you see. And then increase it. Now the before will be, I think, 90% of the slide. And if you decrease it to 0.1, it will only be 10%. So this is where the slider will start. Do you want the overlay? Yes or no? I kind of like the overlay. You see, as you hover over it, let's go back to this one. As you hover over it, but the moment you start dragging, it will remove the overlay. I kind of like the overlay, but you can remove it if you want to. Slide on hover. I actually like this. That thing about clicking I didn't like. So let's update this one first. And then let's go over here. And now you see it just goes with my mouse cursor. I don't have to click. On the other hand, I'm not sure I like it. Okay, up to you. I'm going to deactivate it. I decided just now I don't like it. Click to move. What does this move? Allow a user to click on tap anywhere in the image to move the slider to that location. That sounds like something I would like. Let's go and have a look. So if I were to click here, it will move. Ah, I like that. Yes, I may just use that feature. I really like it. Let's look at another one. Delete this one. Okay, don't have to do that. Search again for image comparison. Drag it in, drop it. This time let's do a vertical one. This is our before, and this is our after image. And we go to additional, and we make it vertical. And let's update it. I always like a beautiful photo. Good. And this one is way too big. So let's just go and drag this into something more manageable. Copy. No, doesn't want to copy. Okay, and copy. Let's try again. And paste. Okay, I'm going to delete this section. Alrighty. Let's have a look at it. Much more manageable now. Good. You can drag. Good. That looks pretty nifty. And then the last one is my personal recommendation. Don't just get stuck on this typical before and after images. Think outside the box. Let's remove this column here and let's use this, drag it over there. Okay. And now I'm going to drag in another image compare there just to show you to think a little bit, wider than the normal photographic changes for images. I like this one. Ooh, no, this one. And then after image is this one. And then if I update it, you have a good idea of what I'm going for here. Here you have your before ingredients, and then whoop, afterwards, that is what you have. Okay, so think outside the box. It doesn't have to be this typical, you know, the before and after image, you just made some effects. It could also be something like, this is the images and this is how we end it. This is Websites for Beginners with JP.